Hi, Sister Moms. While we hope that you enjoy listening to the Four Moms podcast and find it helpful, it is not intended to replace a relationship with a licensed mental health professional. If you have questions about finding a mental health provider, please email us at fourmoms827@gmail.com and we will send you a list of resources.
We are Four Moms, a platform intended to uplift and empower those who listen so that they find their voice, seek healing, and recover their strength. It is our hope that in tuning into Four Moms, you find a community full of laughter, thought provoking conversation, and you see a little bit of yourself in each one of us because we are four daughters, four women, and four moms here for you.
Hi, Sister Moms. Welcome back. Come on in and chat with us. We're excited to reconnect with you.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to December. The question of the day is what's on your child's Christmas list? So I'll get started. Um, my daughter is a very simple person, praise God. Her only request is that she had a Disney princess dress. So I made it my mission to get all of the Disney princess dresses for her. But fun fact, not so fun for Abigail, Disney stores do not carry Tiana and Snow White dresses year round. They're more
Oh.
popular Halloween costumes. So
Oh,
that's hard to track down. What about you, Earth?
so Luna's only 17 months. And since she's basically been home, I've been buying her almost everything or going on Facebook Marketplace to get her little toys. So this year, mostly her family members will be buying her gifts, but we'll be gifting her swim lessons for the summer.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, she loves the water, so we figure she's learn how to swim. So that'll be fun. What about you, Dr. Lamb?
So Cairo is just really realizing Christmas season, what that, what happens, and he's seeing all of the commercials that are advertising toys. So at this point, he wants everything he sees. People like, Mommy, want that. Whatever he sees on TV. So it's been like dump trucks and other cars and dinosaurs and everything he sees. But he will not get everything. He will probably just get a few items that are fun, a few items that are, educational to help him along with his language, and then something to read. Yeah. What about you, Kalima?
Yeah. So I have two sons. They're 2.5 years apart. So one is six. I'm sorry, he'll be six. New Year's Eve. And then
Oh, wow.
my baby is 3. So basically, whatever the baby just wants, whatever his big brother wants, right? So that's just how they roll right now. So they're in Minecraft mode, which is
Hmm.
I've never even really watched Minecraft, but it's a video game. You guys probably know more than me. But
No.
I know nothing about Minecraft.
clue. This is boy mom like you got to dive into these things. I'm like I like princesses. Either way, so that's where we are. We're obsessed with Minecraft. I bought like a bunch of Minecraft toys, and my son's birthday, like I said, is New Year's Eve, so we're gonna do like a Minecraft party with just us. Nobody's coming, but I bought a bunch of stuff for that. And then now they're obsessed with Michael Jackson. So I'm looking for Michael Jackson gloves and hat because they wear their winter hats around thinking they're Michael Jackson, throwing them around all this stuff. So it's just
So
like
cute.
fun. So that's our Christmas right now.
So it's gonna be Michael Jackson or Jackson 5 Christmas album.
Yes. Yes. And look, we're already musical, so I'm like, look, y'all better get in there and play them instrument. I'm joking.
We'll be singing and dancing. Don't miss a beat.
Straight Joe Jackson mode out here now.
That usually comes on around Christmas, that movie, doesn't it?
Yes.
It does.
Gotta look out for that.
Yes.
So that all sounds like really great. Sister Moms, we are really interested to hear what's on your child's Christmas list. So feel free to send us a message. We'll be posting the questions on our social media sites. So feel free to respond to those. Now we're going to get into our topic for the day. Question is, how do you celebrate the holidays? And I'll start off again. My daughter's 4 years old, but we have like a really small family in New Jersey. So we really haven't had any like traditions or anything growing up. So since I've had her, I've been trying to make my own tradition. we're also really religious. So one of our like holiday traditions is to follow like this Advent calendar, um, 25 days of Christmas book, which I've been posting on our social media pages. We also like make Jesus a birthday cake and sing happy birthday to
That's so cute.
That's cute.
she likes it. She gets to do all of it by herself, and I don't even eat it because you know kids are disgusting. Um, we always try to make like one meal together. Last year we made like macaroni and cheese and ham. Did not go so well, but we'll try again this year. And another celebration that we do. I a Hallmark fan, very very much in love with Hallmark, and we sit around and watch all the new Hallmark Christmas movies. So what about you, Kalima?
Sorry, I was laughing at your Hallmark fan. You're just all in for Christmas. I was saying. Corny, no, I'm joking. Yeah, so for my larger family, every single year after one of my uncles passed away when he was super young, we decided to come together every Christmas, like my entire family, at 10 a.m. for breakfast. So we would all cook, have like a huge potluck, but we kind of slow that down, obviously, like over the years. You know, people come and go and things happen, but it pretty much lasted like almost 20 years, right? We did this every single Christmas. And then like some of my cousins, we would hit the movies after, you know, Christmas usually has like bomb movies or whatever. So we used to do that as well. But so this year's gonna be a little different because my grandmother is no longer here. So my mom usually hosts the actual Christmas breakfast. So her and my stepfather are coming down to South Jersey to spend Christmas with us. So that should be exciting. But I'm like prepping my boys to like put on a whole Christmas show and, you know, just try to make it as much fun, you know, during COVID, because I know like we can't see our other family. So that, and then my older son, I don't know if this is good or bad, but we started watching Home Alone together. So like that's like our little, you know, little tradition now. We watched it last year, but I honestly didn't realize how many like curses Home Alone has in it. It's like a few little curse words. I was like, wait a minute. So it's kind of crazy when you watch movies like from a parent perspective, you know, instead of a kid. It's like, whoa, like, and he's at the age where, you know, he has a lot of questions, so he's very literal. So he's asking, you know, all the questions. But outside of the little scenes here and there, like that's our new movie that we watch together. And yeah, so it's gonna be different, but I'm being positive because first of all, my job gives me like a week and a half off, so that's the bonus.
What? What
Yeah.
job is that?
Oh,
Are y'all hiring?
yeah, we are.
I have never heard of that.
Yeah, I know, me either. I was like, wait, what? So yeah, they give us off from the 24th until the 2nd or 3rd or something like that every year. So that in itself is like a blessing because I get to have my son's party on his birthday on New Year's Eve every year, you know. So yeah, just preparing for that in addition to Christmas. So that's me. How about you, Dr. Lamb? How do you guys celebrate?
So a couple of different things for my family, like of origin, you know, growing up with my parents and my sister, we always used to listen to the Temptations Christmas soundtrack, and I remember that like, you know, having to listen to the whole album in the morning and enjoying it, but also wanting to like hurry up and get to the gifts. Like, can we get through this album and singing and talking so I can open some presents? And I remember my sister and I used to try to start the album kind of early in the morning, like 6:30, so we could open gifts earlier.
Smart.
And yeah, we were strategizing. We were trying to get to these presents. But when I think about that, I think about how we started. We started with cassette tapes, and I don't know if y'all remember that, like rewinding it, like you know, the tape come out if you're playing it too much, and flipping the side and stuff like that. So we used to do that. And then over the years, we started listening to it on a CD because, you know, times were changing. And now we're all kind of living in our separate houses, but we still go to my mom's at some point on Christmas Day. Sometimes it's for breakfast, sometimes it's later. And the CD still has to be on as we're opening gifts. Like, you know, you'll listen to a couple songs first. Oh, I'm sorry. No, not a CD anymore. Now it's YouTube. Now we YouTube Temptation holiday soundtrack and play that out, and so it's becoming a tradition for our kids, which is kind of exciting to see how, you know, it's changed over time, but it's still there. So we try to make it work. The other thing that we started doing a couple of years ago with the larger family is something that I think is probably more common in Latino culture, and that's celebrating as a larger family on Christmas Eve. So it was just getting really hectic on Christmas Day with people who have children trying to like get your kids situated in the morning and then go visit folks for dinner, and you're just trying to get to everybody. So Christmas Eve, everyone takes off the whole day, and we usually meet around 3 for early dinner and a secret Santa gift exchange, which also was something we added in because the family is getting too big. So kids get gifts. Anybody under the age of 18 gets gifts, and then adults go into
Do that too at my house.
yeah, it's like it's too many adults around here. I'm not going broke over this holiday. So we'll do this secret Santa, and that way everybody gets something to exchange. But I was just talking to you ladies earlier that I think that this year might look different because when everyone comes together, there's like maybe 20 of us or more. And then there's always folks who will drive past the house where we are and see the cars and think, oh, time to come in, pop in and see how everybody's doing. But that's not the safest thing to do right now. We know that COVID numbers are on the rise, and I think that we are higher right now than we have been since the pandemic started. And a lot of the data is telling us that the incidents of transmission are occurring from in-house family gatherings. It's not like, from being in public places or interacting with strangers. It's from the folks that we know and we love. And so we have some tough decisions to make. I don't know that we will be participating this year just because we want to keep everybody safe. My husband has older parents. My parents are not that, they're not old, but my dad has some like medical stuff going on. So just kind of want to enjoy the holiday and not worry about people, being affected.
Yeah. It's a lot. So my holidays. So when I was younger, my family wasn't very religious. And we weren't Jehovah's Witness, but we really didn't celebrate holidays like that. So not until my older sister and brothers got their own families is when we really started incorporating holidays into our normal family routine. So I think I remember celebrating my first real Christmas with a tree and presents and like a Christmas dinner, maybe when I was in middle school. So it became a tradition, and we would, at that time, it was just immediate family get together, have dinner and stuff like that. So as I got older and now that I'm married, I wanted to bring my own traditions into play and really, 'tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. So, so as soon as Thanksgiving's done, I tell my husband, get the decorations out of the attic. I put my Christmas music on the next day. I decorate the house. My husband's Jewish, so luckily we actually celebrate all 3 holidays, Christmas, Hanukkah, and Kwanzaa. So today is actually the first day of Hanukkah. So we have our Hanukkah decorations up. I have my Christmas decoration up on the other side of the house. So it's become a real big tradition. He doesn't really care for celebrations, but I get excited. So he just does it because I want to.
You're forcing him to celebrate.
Yes, you have to celebrate the good times. And so we mostly have Christmas just us 2, now us 3. We celebrate. We usually buy one gift for each other, something that we wanted all year round. So I got a treadmill this year. So I could start losing weight, and he wanted some cooking things. But as far as things that we do every single year besides decorating, we watch The Santa Claus. The Santa Claus is one of my favorite movies, and we actually watch all 3. And we also do watch Home Alone, but we only watch only 1 and 2 because I don't know what 3 was. I really don't care for 2, but
the first one's the best. Yeah.
Yeah. So right now I've been putting on my Disney Plus stream app. I've been putting all like the Christmas movies on my list, so we're like all ready for Christmas Day. I don't know how that's going to work this year because the little one's now running around every place. And she's already pulled down my tree once.
Oh snap!
Yeah. And we were decorating and she put a red Solo cup on my tree.
Hey, that's your own decoration.
So that's kind of what we do for Christmas right now. But I'm excited when they get older because I'm excited to, like you said, Dr. Lamb, like your kids, like what they want for Christmas. Because right now she doesn't know. And then also like when your kids get older, you can really set those traditions in place, this music and stuff like that. So I'm excited this year with everything else going on in the world.
Yeah.
Earth, I had a question for you. So I heard you say that you didn't really celebrate as a child. So
Mhm.
so like is that has that impacted you as an adult to want to go all out? Because I seen your setup. It's the bomb. It's like is that kind of made you want to go all in?
Probably because I personally feel now being a parent that you should allow your kids to experience everything and anything they can. And as I become an adult, I kind of subtract, or as you become an adult, you kind of subtract what you do like and what you did like about what your parents have exposed you to. Because I felt that when I entered college, there were so many things I did not know or weren't aware of. And I kind of felt like, what's the word?
Shelter?
Not shelter, because I did go out and stuff and I've seen things. But just like I kind of like
Maybe you missed out.
Yes, like I missed out on all these things that were going on in the world that I could have been exposed to and maybe would have broadened my horizons as far as like for my career or even where I went to school. Maybe I wouldn't want to go to school out of state just to be, more outgoing than what I am right now. So I feel like since I kind of like stayed in my bubble in New Jersey and stayed in my bubble and family, and even though they taught me some things, I just feel like there was more things I could learn. So I just feel like learn everything and just figure it out as you get older.
Yeah. Kalima, like in response to your question, I know that I'm overcompensating for what happened as a kid. I remember like nothing against my mom. She was a single parent rocking it out for 2 kids. Like I get it, especially now being a single parent myself, but I only got 1 kid. It's still a struggle. But like my mom's also from St. Thomas, right? And I don't really like she grew up a different way and there was not that much of an emphasis on like Christmas being the holiday. It's like a time for family. So I kind of grew up being a Christmas person. Like I decorate my tree the day after Halloween, November 1st. My house is like the shiniest house in this little complex. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I it's hard for me knowing that I'm overcompensating to kind of chill it down a little bit on the materialism. But just I realized that like last year actually when she was 3 and she was able to communicate more and she knew what was going on, I realized that it was better for me to start building my own traditions because like I can keep sulking about not having family traditions to pass down, or I can make my traditions. Like I liked something that Dr. Lamb said earlier when she was talking about her family. She said, your family of origin, because it's important to recognize that you come from one, but you've also made one. So like doing the new one is like on you. Like I'm the head of my household and I can make my new traditions. And one thing my daughter likes is making Jesus a birthday cake. And she likes eating hot chocolate on the 13th day of December. She likes, baking on the 17th day. So it's like, I am very happy with the traditions that I'm building. I'm very sad that social media is more prominent now than it was when I first had my daughter, because I'm seeing a lot of cool traditions, but I'm like, is it too late for me to start?
No, it's never too late.
Just really quickly, a cool one from Thanksgiving was this family like have their dining room table, right? And you know how you have a runner on your dining room table? For each year, they basically did their whole family's handprints. So, the first year was like dad, and then the second year they had a baby. So it was like mom, dad, baby, and then they had like 3 more kids. And each year, like you get to see that grow. And I was like, man, is it too late to start that? So I know one thing that I do have, I'm not going to tear down my tree right now, but one thing I do have is like I'm a big picture person. So every year for Christmas, Abigail takes a picture and we buy a special ornament or we started making a special ornament together to put up on a Christmas tree. So like, I don't know. I'll find something else on TikTok or Instagram and I might start it soon. Maybe when she's 5. And then I could just say we lost everything before 5. I don't know.
That's funny. A new thing we started recently is we introduced Cairo to the gingerbread house activity. And actually his school helped us with it. And we did the gingerbread house that's all arts and crafts. So it's not actually a cookie or icing or anything like that. It's like stuff that's really focused on him learning how to better manipulate his hands. So it's like pieces that click into each other and stickers that you have to like peel apart and put on the house. And it came out really good. So he worked on that. And then I introduced him to cocoa. This year was his first year having hot chocolate and he was insane. He's like, more cocoa, please. It was nuts. It was nuts, but it was like fun to watch. He literally was like running in circles, losing his mind. But ever since then, I think that was Monday. Ever since then, every night he's like, cocoa, please. Like no more cocoa until Christmas Eve. But that's something we enjoy on Thanksgiving. One of the things that I have done the last 2 years is get mats that can be colored on that like I don't care about. And I let him sit at the table and kind of color them and have been holding on to them. So I don't know if, I'll do anything with them down the line, or maybe next year I'll start using a tablecloth that can be colored on and every year he adds something new to it.
I love that.
I like that idea. Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's just interesting to hear, like Earth and then Alnisa talk about, how, their childhoods are kind of different from, how they celebrate now. And, like, I remember growing up, my mother still is like a Christmas fanatic. Like, wrong. Like, you go to her house, she has like at least 15 black Santa Clauses, just like the same size, the same.
That's still hard to find now.
Oh, my mother.
I got one from ShopRite. $12.99. I will bring him over.
Go get him.
So I was trying to find one. I'm just like, where are they?
I don't know.
Hello.
Oh!
Nice.
And my pajama pants have a black Santa on them. I don't know if you can see it.
Yes.
That's cute.
Old Navy.
Wow,
I've never seen pants with a black Santa. That's next level.
Clap it up for Old Navy.
They stepped up,
But yeah, so like because my mother was like over the top with Christmas, just like if she could have a tree in every room, if she had the space, she would. That's just, she loves it. Like that's just.
I kind of wanted to do that this year, but I still. But
Go.
Do it. Go for it. Y'all will be besties. So like I think it was last year, she was pissed because I had like a small tree, like a 4-foot tree. And she was like, what? You got my grandsons in there with that little tree? I'm like, calm down. But when you have a partner, like my husband, his family, they are obviously, they're Christian, they like Christmas, but they just put the tree up the day before Christmas. Like that's how he was born. Like that's how they were raised. Like versus my mother, she's like Alnisa and Earth, next level. Like she's gonna put it up, before the season even. Yeah. So I'm just saying that it's just interesting the different dynamics. Like knowing who you're marrying and then like coming together to form your own traditions is like a whole nother conversation, that we can have, because it does matter. Like it's almost like knowing your love language. It's the same thing. If Christmas is your love language, you gotta find somebody that has a similar one.
On that note, I'm going to say I think I might find the one. JK, totally in an entanglement. JK, not sure if you will watch this, but I mistakenly like driving in a car and I play Christmas music. Like I had my uncle in North Carolina burn me some Christmas CDs and mail it to me when I first bought my car. And November 1st, Christmas CDs are on rotation. And I forgot.
You're like the grocery store.
I am. They're my best friends. But I forgot that he was getting in the car and like me and Abigail are like just jamming, like volume all the way up, Jingle Bells. And he was like, he looked at me and he started singing it too.
Oh.
I almost cried. I was
Oh, what's the eye rolls? Completely
That might be a keeper. He might be a
like-
keeper.
this is like
now.
the second week of November, guys. Like, first or second week of November, driving down Turnpike, and like, classic
He's
Christmas.
rolling with the punches.
Right.
I was like, oh my gosh, you will keep her. So that's a good point. I might have to rethink his relationship status. You know, his relationship status, not mine. But just a quick fun fact about me, because I'm like a holidays person in general. So I actually keep my Christmas tree up until about July.
What?
I was on Facebook one day after the holidays about 2 years ago, right? And I saw like a Valentine's Day Christmas tree, right? And I was like, girl, I could do St. Patrick's Day. I could do Easter. I could do 4th of July. So I moved the Christmas tree. So it's in different places that are not that visible. So when people come over, they don't think I'm crazy. But I do have different decorations for like the different like holidays from basically Christmas to 4th of July. So that's a fun
That
fact.
is cute.
It is cute. And like you, I don't know about you guys, but I gift things on these days, at least to my daughter. Like she might get like a new outfit for 4th of July if we have to go out somewhere. So put it under the tree like a regular present. We also have like a good deeds box. So if she does something good or she gets gold stars for the whole week, she gets to go in the box and get something, but I make it like under the Christmas tree. So
Oh,
I'm
that's
aware.
nice.
Yeah.
Quick question to everyone though. What's your favorite Christmas song or holiday song?
Mariah Carey's album. Come on. No. Mine is probably what's the one CeeLo? Mary, Did You Know? I love that song.
Did you know?
CeeLo's version though. He ripped it.
CeeLo's version.
I was thinking
I
about
love was it Boys the Men, Brian McKnight, Let It Snow? Yeah, that's my favorite.
Oh, that's nice.
I don't know. I don't know if I
I'm gonna go with anything from that Temptations album. I mean, any one of them gets you singing from your gut, thinking you can also be a soprano and like trying to do all the ranges. I try and go deep, be a tenor, you know, like so any one of those is good for me.
I think his name is Andy Williams. It's the most wonderful time.
Yeah.
That's like the first song that gets played like on each CD. I don't know. It's just amazing.
Have you noticed that like holiday spirit is contagious? Because you know, I
Yes.
was thinking like when I first met my husband, was it 2013, he was not a holidays person. Like he didn't even gift people things. Like I was like, so what are you giving your mother and your father? He's like, I don't know, you know, like we had to like think about it. And I've like taken over that duty. So every year I ask him if he has any ideas and then I do the shopping. But anywho, he was not into it. He didn't understand why we needed a real tree and decorate. But guess who asked me, when are we getting the tree this year? He asked about the tree. Guess who was ready to decorate it as soon as it got here? And I had to explain, I'm like, you know, the tree has to be in the house and open up. You know, it has to feel comfortable first and then we can decorate it. But he loves the holidays now. Like he's all about it. I think Cairo has a lot to do with that. Our son having a little one in the house, he wants to do everything so big for him. But I think some of our traditions were overwhelming to him in the beginning. He's like, all these gatherings, how many houses do we have to go to? And there's something for every
Mine's
holiday.
too.
You know, like, and like Alnisa, we gift almost every holiday. So to this day, my parents give me a Valentine's Day gift and an Easter gift, you know, even if it's just a little candy or something like that. So he's like, man, we're always buying people gifts. But I was just thinking about that. Like he is now a holiday person and is up on the ladder putting lights on our house. And it's such a contrast from where he was years ago.
I love that. I really do think the holiday spirit is contagious. It's just amazing. Like, it's amazing. And I feel like I'm like the little kid on all the movies that are like asking like the mean adults, like, you don't like Christmas? Like, I'm that.
Like, what?
Like, oh no, you need a hug and some hot cocoa and a gift. because I'm ready.
Yeah. You don't like Christmas or holidays in general. What do you like?
Exactly. But I back to Kalima's point about it all, I really do think it stems for me like picking and choosing, like this is what I'm gonna take into adulthood and this is what I'm not gonna take into adulthood. So
Yeah.
going overboard, I will probably calm down once she hits like 16. Oh, my last holiday Christmas celebration, Abigail gets a holiday stocking, a Christmas stocking for each Christmas she's been alive.
Oh.
No.
Yeah. So
You might have to have her intervention over there.
Yeah, that's different. Now that one is different.
I could never have a second child because I'm not gonna do this with the second child. But she has her baby's Christmas stocking. This year she has a Princess Disney stocking. Last year she had a ballerina stocking.
You know you're gonna feel bad if you don't do this with a second child, right?
That's why I can't have one.
Trust me.
Oh,
You're gonna feel
okay.
Yes, a stocking for each year that she's been alive for Christmas. So, and I stuff them each and every year. And
All of them?
all of them. They're
Oh,
I'm
wow.
gonna move my computer. Like, can I move it? There you go.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
cute.
She and she opens them up on Christmas Eve.
Aw.
So this is the first year that they don't have any candy in them at all, because I realized that we throw away a lot of Halloween and Christmas candy. So it's really been tough to like find things that are not candy related. But they're 5 stockings. She's been here for 5 Christmases. So
So you fill 5 stockings and presents under the tree.
yes.
Told you
Okay.
I-
I'm feeling so much guilt. Cairo still has his baby's first Christmas stocking up there.
I had that baby tree last year, 4 feet. I'm
But I like the Christmas Eve opening something. Like I remember when I was a kid, we would get one gift at midnight, right? So it's officially Christmas, but we could never pick it. So it was corny. It was all the gift my mother gave us to open was always Christmas pajamas. Always.
Hey,
I don't know
those
why
are very good. I love Christmas pajamas.
we always got excited. Like maybe this year she'll give us the real gift, and it was always the pajamas. Now go to bed. Like
I go to bed.
because you're gonna wear them pajamas in the morning. That's why.
Exactly.
Take a picture of your new pajamas.
but I'm gonna do the same thing to Cairo when he gets older. I'm like, you want a gift at midnight? Yeah. Now go to bed.
Luna has her pajama set in the corner. I'm ready to put her on him. So
Oh.
I'm excited.
We have matching Christmas shirts this year. So it's actually our first time doing anything like Christmas related wear for the holidays. So excited for that. Excited to take some pictures. But we had a great conversation, guys. I took away a lot of this, and like it's kind of a great balance between us four. Some of us are like holidays, and some of us are like, we're gonna chill out. So we have a great balance here.
You have enough Christmas spirit for everyone.
Yes.
Basically. So that we're just going to move into our mommy minute now, which will be brought to us by Dr. Lamb. But we hope that we said something that you were able to, take away and apply to your family, or don't apply because we're overboard, So Dr. Lamb, it's on you now.
All right, sister moms, for your mommy minute, we want to encourage you all during this holiday season to gift yourself something. But here's the thing. It does not have to be something that costs you money. We want you to think about what brings you happiness and gift that to yourself. So it might be gifting yourself time. It might be gifting yourself a conversation with someone who you really admire and appreciate and who restores you. Maybe gifting yourself laughter. Whatever it is, to think about it and gift that to yourself because you deserve it. You're an awesome mom. All right, with that being said, Alnisa, you want to take us home?
All right. I really like that idea, Dr. Lamb. And if you guys find something to do, don't be afraid to share it with us. We thank you again for joining us tonight. Sister moms, be sure to take care of yourself and make sure you tune in for our next chat. Bye.
Later.
Bye.